welcome. Thank you all for being here at the Partners for Possibility Learning Circle 20 celebration event, which means that there have been 20 groups of principals and business leaders who have traveled a year-long journey of leadership development together. This is the 20th group, and boy, has it been quite a wonderful and challenging road that we've been on. The first one that we're going to do is Kwena and Charmaine. So unfortunately, Charmaine couldn't be here. She's with her husband. Where are they, Kwena?
In Kenya.
Kenya. So she couldn't be here. So I'm going to stand in for Charmaine. I'm also going to be the person who moves the slides along. Yeah, Kwena, do you want to step up and you're going to tell us about your partnership?
Don't know whether it's luck or what that I'm the first to start. Now that I'm alone, without a partner, I will start. I'm Kwena Mthane. I'm principal of Maphutha Secondary School. The school is in Maibuye, which is in Ivory Park. It's quite a big school. It's having 1,767 learners with 57 teachers, and it was only established in 2006. And it's a no-fee school that has parents of learners in the area not working. So it's quite a challenge to work in such a school where there would be things that the department does not cover. The reason I joined PFP was out of curiosity. I had attended a lot of workshops, trainings, and a lot of developments that I have been through, but I wanted to check with PFP what it's all about. And in the first instance, the first COP that I attended, I found that I was 2 weeks late, two COPs late. I joined the group 2 sessions late, and when I came in, the first challenge that I said, it allows you to grow and it allows you to speak whatever challenges you have in the school. The first challenge that I spoke about was that I had been principal in the school, and for 4 years I had not had the second deputy. And in all attempts that I had made to get the deputy in the school, I had failed. I was advised from the group to say I should follow steps that led me to engaging everyone. I made a lot of noise. And when I got into every office, they would look on the other side because they knew whichever thing they would want from me, I would say, remember, I only have 1 deputy. I would submit late, deliberately sometimes, and when they asked me, I would say, you know, I can't do everything by myself. And in the end, they ended up calling me to head office because of the noise that I made, and because through Charmaine's influence, we had even threatened to go to the media because the deputy has been sick and there was nothing done about it. And in the end, they called me and said, man, we are trying to assist you, and the best way we can is to make sure the deputy is medically boarded. And when they failed to do the same, they failed because they had not followed the right procedures. Now, as I'm speaking now, the deputy is back at work. She is still not well. She goes for 3 days for dialysis, and it's not a nice scene. So she is there physically, and she cannot perform all functions like all deputies do. And I still am without the second deputy. She's back, but I'm still without her because she is not able to perform functions that she is hired to do. And when Charmaine came into the picture, she found that we had a learner in the school who had qualified to do a partnership with Australia. the learner exchange program that we had in the school. We had tried through CVs to raise funds. Remember I said we come from a no-fee area. Parents are not working when you say you are requesting funds from them. But when you call them to meetings, they are at work. So it becomes quite a challenging situation, and we don't know what the truth is. And we tried what we could. Unfortunately, when the child was left with a month to go, we could only raise less than 40% of the money. And we went around and still did not make it until we, as a school, made sure that we made noise. We are a school that makes a lot of noise. We made noise about it, and you cannot believe that the community came in to assist the local taxi association in Midrand. They came and paid for the funds of the child to go to Australia. And if it were not for them and the parents as well, who came to assist with some clothes and other stuff that the child needed to go to the country down under, we would not have had our child go to Australia. And I'm very grateful to all those who participated in ensuring that we achieve that which we have been intending to achieve. And our child came back, and you don't know, as I'm speaking, I've got 2 children who will be going to New York. So I'm back to square one. I'm back to square one. So I'm saying it's my challenge again. I'll continue making noise, and I'll make sure that all those children, 2 children who are going to New York, will go there. I know I have faith in my ability to convince and persuade people to go an extra mile and assist the community and assist the school as part of the community. And at the beginning of this year, we had planned to do a team building exercise. If you work in an institution such as a school, you work in a very difficult place. When you try and make sure that all is well, there would be others who do not see what you're doing. When you try to move 3 steps forward, they'll take you 5 steps back. And we had planned with Charmaine to say we need to have this team have a common vision. And we can only have that if we do a team building exercise. We had planned to have that at the end of last year, but we could not because we had other challenges such as educators going for marking, educators engaged in a lot of activities, and we ended up not doing it in December. So we managed to have it this year in March. And it was quite a beautiful event. Teachers could open up and map together with everyone the way forward. And as I'm speaking now, we may not quite be there, but we are 2 or 3 steps forward. And I want to thank my partner in absentia for the contribution, because we could not have somebody come in to do the team building. She did it herself. And because of that, I want to say thank you to Charmaine. It would have been better if she was here to also indicate. And we are a hardworking school. In as much as we make noise in the right directions. At the end of last year, we had 192 learners sitting for matric. And when results came, 96.7% of them passed. Wow. And I know it was not easy if it was not for the noise and for the running and for everything. And from every corner that we got assistance, we appreciate the effort. And we, at the end, held together with Charmaine an educator award ceremony wherein we awarded educators for the excellent job they have done in matric. And we said we are only awarding in matric this year, and from the end of this year, next year, we'll be awarding across the grades, because the school is a family. It's through appreciating everyone, from those who teach in grade 8, that you end up achieving your goal. And we had a beautiful ceremony, and some of the tokens of appreciation were donated by a sponsor, and some we bought for the teachers. And I know it's not easy. This year we are having 289 learners who are doing grade 12. And for us to maintain the 97% is going to be a challenge, but we are heading in the right direction. We are not dropping. I've got my team over that side, and we have made a commitment that we are moving ahead. And we also wanted to upgrade the library in the school. It's quite a cozy, small, not fully equipped library. So with the help of Charmaine and the team from Dina's side, they assisted us with books. And we are having a library that now has more depth, thanks to them as well. And I have learned a lot of things from my partner. I have learned, you see, honestly speaking, having to meet somebody for the first time, getting to know them quickly, and also starting to perform certain functions is not easy. There were times wherein I felt I wanted to quit because the challenge was really too high. And I said to Charmaine, I'm not quitting. Even though it seemed like I was quitting, I did not quit. And I want to say I'm proud today that I finished, because if I had quit along the way, I would not be here today, proud to have achieved what I did. And I have always been a person who does not do things immediately. When you are to do something, I'm saying, yeah, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. And when it is about time for me to present or to do whatever, it will be then that I start preparing for that, and I will present shoddy work. And if it were not for Charmaine, I would not have developed that skill of doing whatever that I had to do immediately and finish it, so that you can even have time to go through it and make sure you present right stuff. And we could share all challenges that I was experiencing in the school. We could share life's challenges. You could even share. She even knows my husband, even if she has not seen her. So we were speaking each and every little thing. She is like family to me. And I want to say to Partners for Possibilities, thank you very much for affording me as a person and as the school this opportunity to grow the family of Maphutha to be where it is. I want to say thank you to Dina, thank you to the founder, who we know is Mr. Whitaker. I want to say I don't know him in person.
His wife.
Okay. Thank you very much, because if it were not for you, we would not have been able to contract. We attended flawless consulting, and it helped us to contract with our staff members to organize the school, to refocus the school to do what it is intended to do. Thank you a lot. And not only that, but also all the community workshops and the time to think workshops that we have attended. Dina, you said you wanted to speak for Charmaine, and we are left with less than.
Okay, wow. Hold on, wait, there was something there that she wanted to say. No? Yeah. Where was it? One video. There. Okay, so I just want to acknowledge this partnership. So I really do wish that Charmaine was here. It was really a beautiful partnership, because like Quena said, they really became very close. They were like family, and they are like family. And I think that they will continue to work together. And what was really beautiful to see, Quena, did you say that you were shy before this program?
I was. I couldn't. I was honestly. I would make noise, but I was shy. I wouldn't be like I am now. I have gained confidence thanks to this program.
Yeah. So it's been wonderful to see Quena really step in. When she steps into her power, boy, is she powerful. So we're hoping to see more and more of you stepping into your power. So I'm just going to read what Charmaine said, is that even though I've been involved in the corporate world for the last 20 years, as manager in various organizations and being confronted with many challenges, nothing prepared me for the experiences of this program presented. Once I started my involvement at the school, meeting with the principal and seeing the school environment for myself, I realized how different the world of business is to the world of basic education, especially in an underprivileged environment where many households rely on schools to feed their children. So thank you so much to this really wonderful and powerful partnership, and we look forward to seeing what more you guys do together, because I really think this is an ongoing partnership.
It is.
Thank you.